So we just had a 5-star classic with Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns, or in what I say, a 5-star classic. I got some hate on Twitter for also saying that, just because some people said Roman Reigns, it's impossible for Roman Reigns to be in a 5-star match. But we move. The question we have today is, what should Sami Zayn do next? He shouldn't be in the WrestleMania main events. I think we can all establish that right now. There's no room for him now. I know some people might not like that, but for the sake of the video, let's find another route for Sami Zayn to keep himself busy at the showcase of the Immortals WrestleMania. So what do you have in mind, Mr. Unfiltered? Since you said you got some stuff to get off your chest.
See, the thing is, I love Sami Zayn, but some of y'all are really playing yourselves by wanting the following: Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn versus Cody Rhodes in a triple threat. I do not want another Daniel Bryan situation. So no thanks. It was fine at WrestleMania 30. WrestleMania 37, you kind of pushed it, but the match was awesome nonetheless. I don't need that for 39. Please no. Now, and then there's a possibility that you guys are booking Roman versus Sami night 1, Roman versus Cody night 2. Like, guys, please. You really want Cody to share his spotlight with Sami and have his win be a lot more meaningless than it is. Come on now.
Yeah, that's the problem. You don't want Cody's win to be meaningless, because at the end of the day, the person beating Roman, that's a huge thing. That's not a small thing at all. So you want it to be as big as possible, to have as big of a reaction as possible, so that he can kick on from there and we can have an actual babyface. I mean, we haven't had, I'm not saying Cody Rhodes is equivalent to this, but we haven't had a John Cena since John Cena. So
exactly.
But yeah, let's move on from the Cody Rhodes talk, because the premise of this video is, what should Sami Zayn do? Now, we've established he shouldn't be in the main event. So what do you think he should do? Should he do the obvious thing?
Yeah. The obvious thing is him teaming up with Kevin Owens and taking on the Usos. That's his story. Because if we were to go back in time right now, Sami Zayn and Jey Uso were the main focal points around the refreshing of the bloodline. Like, people were complaining. Many people were complaining that the bloodline was getting stale. Even I felt that they were getting stale. WrestleDrop even felt they were getting stale.
For sure. After Mania, between Mania and Clash of the Castle, Roman was stale as hell. The bloodline was stale as hell. So the only thing that revitalized, I wouldn't even say the bloodline, the Usos during that time period, if it's the same time period, was the RK Bro stuff. Other than that, the bloodline was dead. Like, nothing was happening.
Exactly. So yeah, Sami and Jey. Like, we saw that Jey didn't want to hit Sami, but we all know Jey is going to turn on Sami. It's going to happen.
Well, I wouldn't say he's just going to turn. You're correct, he's going to turn. But they've given him a reason to turn, with Sami spearing Jey. I think they were clever about it. Jey wasn't going to turn on Sami just for the reason that Sami turned on Roman. Jey is now going to turn on Sami because Sami speared him in that match. So I think they were clever about it to give Jey a proper reason.
Yeah, like let's be real. So yeah, Sami and Jey are that as like the one friends that just keep on fighting, and then Jey is that one guy in the popular friend group that doesn't want to accept the new guy because he feels like he's a snake and all that bullshit. And the snake, as I should say, is Sami Zayn. But Roman, being the leader of the friend group, I hate saying that, but yeah, in this scenario, he is. Accepted Sami, he became close with Jimmy, he became close with Solo, all that stuff. And we even saw later on that Jey and Sami were developing a relationship. And it made Sami do questionable things, like low blowing your own best friend Kevin Owens at Survivor Series.
For sure. So, like you're saying, the story is more between them than it was between Roman and Sami. There's more of a story between Sami and Jay than Roman and Sami, which is quite crazy to think because main event Jay is just in the tag division. Yet, he's got a story with one of the most over guys in the company.
Exactly.
And
I really want us to make a video about Jey Uso soon enough. But let's see how these 6 weeks are.
yeah, for sure. For sure. Let's see how these 6 weeks go. I think after Mania, I think this is just a quick thing I'm going to throw out there. After Mania, Roman should go away for a while. And Jay should take control of the bloodline. And then Roman comes back for, say, SummerSlam. And there's your match. That's what I personally think.
That I can see. That's not really far-fetched.
No, not at all.
It's
not
really not. Like, Roman has been carrying WWE on his back for 3 years now. Sorry. But, yeah, I think it's time for Roman to rest up a bit.
For sure, don't get too stale, especially if he doesn't have the titles. What is he going to do? There's nothing to do.
Like, we can see, like, a few vignettes of Roman, like, in his depressed
Yeah.
era. So, in his depressed stage. We can see that.
Give me the sad Corbin version of Roman Reigns.
Oh Lord, that would. Oh no.
That'll be gold. Gold.
That'll be so gold, man. That'll be
Let's be serious.
gold.
It won't happen. It won't happen.
Nah, but but it would be gold though.
It
Let's
would
be
be.
real.
It would be. Now,
Okay, but back to the topic.
back to the topic. The reason why I think KO and Sami need to be in a feud with the Usos and win the titles at Mania is because I want to see the all-important feud after that, say at SummerSlam as well. So quite a while from Mania, which is Sami Zayn, or you could somehow push it all the way till Mania. I don't know how, next year's Mania, but the point is KO turning on Sami Zayn and then us getting heel KO.
You're taking me back. You're taking me back to
NXT
2014, 2015 NXT, man. Bro, you're bringing back painful memories.
I just want to see it on
But yeah,
the main roster under Triple H's control, because they've obviously had that match at Battleground, which is actually an underrated banger. But anyway,
I would have preferred it that should have happened at SummerSlam.
Yeah, agreed.
Like you said, underrated banger. Check
Agreed.
it out if you haven't.
I mean, what match of theirs isn't a banger, if we're being honest?
That does Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Wrestling soulmates right there. Since the Indies.
Nothing beats that. That's like bread and butter, bro. It just goes together. Just goes together.
Bread and butter, peanut butter and jam.
Yeah. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. They just mesh.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to see. And I think it makes sense. I mean, yeah. KO is a heel again under Triple H. That's exciting.
So the way I see that they're going to build Sami and KO versus the Usos is KO will feel like, am I really going to trust you, Sami? Really? And then at some point, like, think of it like Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose in 2017 reunited. That type of situation.
Yeah, I agree. And that was so hyped up just because of the anticipation of them actually reuniting. So I agree with that. Exactly. I like that option.
And in this scenario, Kevin Owens is Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, and Sami Zayn is Seth Rollins.
For sure. Yeah.
There you go.
I like that.
So that's this.
And it keeps you busy to WrestleMania because we've got 6 weeks till Mania.
Yeah.
6 weeks.
And you can. Yeah. Exactly. And it's not like they haven't teamed before.
No. They had that run both as heels, I think.
Yeah. But just imagine what they can do as baby faces. As a team.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's what I want to see. So at the end of the day, that's what Sami Zayn should be doing for WrestleMania. I think we can both agree.
And I feel like they will main event night 1. And then Roman and Cody main event night 2.
Yeah, I could see that.
But I feel like another match might main event night one, and I won't be mad at it. But
Maybe Rhea
for the sole
Charlotte.
purpose, yeah, I have a gut feeling that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But for the sole purpose of momentum, Sami and KO and the Usos should main event night one for momentum purposes.
Yeah. Then people can. It'll leave people slightly happier with the fact that Sami has main evented a WrestleMania.
Exactly. And that'll be Kevin Owens' second WrestleMania in a row.
True. We forget he main evented because it was like a impromptu match that just happened out of nowhere.
Bro, I just thought it was going to be a young segment, KO and Stone Cold, but then they had an actual match.
Bro.
And it was fucking good.
And it banged.
Bro.
Anyway.
Oh, chef's kiss.
For sure.
But yeah, guys, hit us out with the outro, WrestleDrop.
So that's what we think Sami Zayn should be doing for WrestleMania. Let us know what you think should be happening other than Cody Rhodes. Be creative. Other than the match with Cody Rhodes, sorry. Be creative. Think of something else. Think of different ideas. Anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons except for the dislike button. You know the game by now. Yeah, and we'll see you in the next one. Anyways, guys, take care.